All right, welcome everyone to the meeting. My name's Cheryl Sawyer. I'm a Ruby ambassador. And Dodie's with me, going way up high. There we go. I see you now. It's okay. All right, so I, of course, want to start off with some announcements. First, big thing is that we have already added 43 new ambassadors this month. That is amazing, like really. Last month we added 52 in the whole month. And we tend to add a lot at the end of the month. So you guys are doing great with that. Our incentive this month is the $100 to the ambassador with the most newbies who have 100 PV outside of the welcome pack. The second prize will go to the new, which would include swag, goes to the newbie with the most PV outside of their welcome pack. And the third prize is a business building tool kit kind of thing that will be determined by a drawing between all of the newbies that have 100 PV outside of their welcome pack. They don't have to purchase a welcome pack. Events, there's not really any local events as far as training goes planned right now, but we're possibly looking to do a big team meeting in May. But if any of you guys know of a location that we could use, we're really filling up that other location. We kind of got in trouble last time for having too many people there. So if you guys know of a location, either free or cheap, please just send me a message and let me know what you know of. I want to touch base on convention. Oh, guys, I have a lot of notes today, so I'm going to be looking down at my notes a lot. I feel bad not looking at you guys, but I just want to say that. But convention, we still have time to buy convention tickets. The points that you earn for convention contests are only valid for convention, so you're not able to transfer those to other events like the leaders retreat or anything. It's only good for convention, and it's only good for you. You cannot transfer those to other ambassadors. If you do earn something through your points, you must attend convention to receive that. Some things to note is that leaders are born at events. That's kind of a saying that people always share, and that when you show up, you go up. So when you show up to these meetings and show up to convention and things like that, you tend to grow in the business quicker. It's going to have great training, including guest speakers on network marketing, also motivational speakers, and we will also be doing breakout sessions with, depending on your rank, you'll break out with your group of ambassadors that also rank the same. I think it's ambassador to to silver ambassador is one, and then gold to ruby is the other, and then senior ruby and up. That way they can train each group on things that they specifically feel would be best at that rank. We're going to talk about Probio tonight, and there's a lot of information on Probio. We're probably going to scratch the surface of it. So if we get to the end of our meeting and we haven't done questions or whatever and it cuts us off, you guys can log right back in and we can continue the meeting. So if it does cut off, just log back in if you want to continue. At the end, we're going to talk about Probio, and then Dodie's going to announce a new challenge / group that she and I want to create. So we'll talk about that at the end, and then we will take questions for the Probio or the challenge that we announce, things like that. So, Dodie, any announcements on your part for that part? Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about Probio. You guys are going to want paper and pen. This is seriously my favorite product and literally life-changing, and I still get amazed every day, like educating myself about it. You can't learn enough about the Probio. So lots of notes here. So I wanted to note that it's safe for everyone. Even kids can take it. My 3-year-old takes it. My 6-year-old takes it. We do start them off with a small dose. We open it, pour it in applesauce or whatever, but we do half a capsule for each of my boys. I do know younger kids that are taking it as well, and it's very beneficial. Pretty much every doctor will suggest that everyone needs to be on a probiotic. Some of the people that would benefit from a probiotic is anyone who has ever taken an antibiotic, because your antibiotics kill not only the bad bacteria but the good bacteria as well. Anyone who suffers from gastro issues such as bloating or gas, lactose intolerant people, those who suffer with diarrhea, and people who suffer with allergies. Those are some of the top people that are suggested to take a probio. How is ours different than others? Ours includes an antifungal enzyme. There's multiple enzymes that are antifungal. Ours is the only one that includes both the probiotic and the antifungal. There's no other on the market that include both. So you can't smile, you're distracting me. It's okay. Okay, so the others, they're going to struggle to absorb. This is something that Lori Harrison, I watched a lot of her videos. If you guys have not watched her videos, if you have not watched all of her videos, I suggest you write her down. It's Lori Harrison. She has a ton of YouTube videos, and she's very, very informative on our probio. But ours is different because other probiotics have struggled to absorb. So that's why they have a ton of CFUs, which a CFU is a culture forming unit. That's the bacteria that's in the probiotics. They have a ton of them because just like a vitamin or a multivitamin, your body's not going to absorb all of that. So they throw all of this CFUs in your body, hoping that it's going to absorb. But with ours, with the antifungal enzymes, it helps kill off the bad and absorb the good. So that's going to be the difference. So if you compare our X factor with the aloe to other multivitamins, the aloe allows our multivitamin to absorb better. Kind of the same idea. Ours does not have to be refrigerated. Most do. That's due to the fact that we use a different strand of CFUs. So ours does not have to be refrigerated. The biggest difference between ours and others is going to be the result factor. There's going to be, if you ask others that are taking probiotic, well, what do you love about your probiotic? Or why do you take your probiotic? They don't really know. They just know that they were told to take a probiotic, so they're taking them. So the biggest difference is going to be if you can get somebody to try our probiotic, they're going to see noticeable results. They're going to feel better. They're going to sleep better. They're actually going to notice that the probiotic is doing something for them. Some facts that Lori Harrison shared is that 80% of our immune system lies within your gut. Lori Harrison compared gut issues to a wart. So which is a type of fungus. So that's where our antifungal comes in. But with a wart, we all use a freeze, whatever you call that thing, where you freeze off your warts. And when we do that, we're taking the wart off the surface, but we're not killing off whatever's causing that wart to come out. There's a reason that wart is showing up on your body. It's not just a skin tag, or it's not, it's actually an issue within your body, and the fungus is trying to come out in the form of a wart. So we freeze off that wart, but inside our body, we still have the issue, and the wart will return. So if we're not killing off the issues, all we're doing is masking them. So when we take our medications, we're masking the problem, but that problem will return. Okay, so all of us are born with a microscopic amount of fungus in our body. Scientists believe that fungus is there to decompose our bodies once we die. But because of our diets and because of the antibiotics that we take, we are killing off that fungus. No, I'm sorry. We're killing off the bacteria in our bodies. And fungus lives or eats dead matter. So if we're killing off all that fungus in our body, and we have this candida that we're born with, because it's there to decompose our body, it starts eating off of that dead matter that's in our system that the antibiotics have killed off, and it grows and it grows and it grows. And with our society now, we eat horrible, and we're quick to turn to medication, and of course kill off all that, and then the fungus eats it, growing, which in turn causes leaky gut, which we're going to talk about. But let me make sure. Okay, also to note that sugar and processed foods feed fungus as well. So the dead matter from the, I'm losing my words here. the bacteria, the dead bacteria in our system from the antibiotics and things like that. The sugar and the processed foods are what cause the fungus to overgrow. There's leaky gut. This is going to be the biggest thing that you guys need to research, need to consume yourselves with right now, because leaky gut is really what causes pretty much every issue you can think of. If you Google any type of issue with leaky gut, so if you type in leaky gut and then whatever issue somebody's experiencing, you will find that most of the time it is linked to a leaky gut. Things that you wouldn't even think of, ADD and ADHD, are linked to our gut, which is kind of insane to me. There's even things talking about Tourette's being linked to your gut, or being linked to leaky gut. So if there's any type of question, or if somebody's unsure why they're having a certain thing, encourage them to Google leaky gut and their symptom, and see how it's linked to the leaky gut, which in turn is when you would talk about the probio. Leaky gut simply means that the fungus, which is the Candida yeast, is passing through or leaking into the circulatory system. So that Candida that's in our body is overgrowing, and it's growing so much that it's leaking into our system, and it's causing all of these issues because it's, again, a fungus. So things like fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, IBS, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, Tourette's, all of that is linked to this leaky gut. There's a lot more, by the way. Something to note is that the FDA is recognizing Candida now. So we're kind of limited on posting about quote-unquote Candida and how our probio kills Candida, because we are not FDA approved. And now that they're recognizing it, we have to kind of watch our words. But we can talk about how our probio contains an antifungal. And privately you can talk about that kind of thing, but publicly on your Facebook, you don't want to really talk about that our probio kills Candida, because it's not guaranteed, it's not proven, and we're not FDA approved. And now that the FDA is recognizing it, we have to watch our words. Those are my main notes on probio. There's seriously a ton of information, and I kind of get lost in figuring out what is so important, because it's so much, and I really need you guys to study up on leaky gut and just Google it. A lot of times I like to Google things so that it doesn't, and I can show them links that are not Plexus related. It shows them that this is something real, this isn't something that Plexus has made up, or that, you know, that we're just talking about. It's actually things that are discussed. Dr. Oz talks about needing it. Actually, Dr. Oz has a video about Candida yeast. I think it's Candida yeast and why you're so causes exhaustion or something. I don't know. But he talks about Candida and needing a probiotic. He also has a video talking about people who take a probiotic also need to take an antifungal, because it's good that we are filling our body with good, but if we're not killing off the bad, we're not really doing anything. We're not doing everything that we should. So being able to show that there's other people suggesting it, doctors are suggesting it, professionals that a lot of people know, Dr. Oz. And I think somebody said that Dr. Phil even has a video on eating a probiotic. But being able to show them others, that helps us as well. It helps them believe you a little bit more. So I want you to study up a lot on that leaky gut. Watch as many Lori Harrison videos as you can. You will be really surprised and really impressed with her information. She's done a lot of studying, so she knows exactly what she's talking about. So Dodie, do you have some notes or anything to talk about on the probio?
I think you covered a really good, portion of it.
I think we need to, you have to note too, with Candida yeast, with our antifungal, it is killing off that Candida yeast. So there are die-off symptoms.
Right. That's one thing I was going to
kind
of talk about. But let me pull that up real quick. Just some of the die-off effects. Let's see. Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes here. Pulled up the wrong one. I lost my notes, but I guess I deleted out of them. Yeah, the die-off effects are really a lot of the symptoms, a lot of the times that you may have, like migraines, acne, headaches, what else? Yeast infections.
Sinus problems. I mean, it's
sinus problems. Toenail fungus. You may develop toenail fungus. You maybe never had that before. For men, they might have, like, what is that, jock itch or athlete's foot. I know my husband got athlete's foot. Just things like that. I do have to say that I started the Probio probably a couple months after getting started with the with Plexus, because I never ever took a probiotic before. Have you, Cheryl, before the Probio5?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what the importance of it was, but I think I started it in like probably May or June, and later this year, probably around November, I know it was right around the holidays, I started getting like just a mild, constant headache. So this is to tell you that the die-off effects don't always happen right away. They can really happen at any time. It's just your system getting them out of you. But I started having just constant mild headaches, and my skin started breaking out like a teenager. It was horrible. And there was nothing I could do. But again, I was also thinking, it was the holidays. I wasn't eating right. I know I wasn't drinking as much water as I did, when it was hotter months. Mm-hmm. So my body was just not used to all that. So it was like reacting to it. So I did. Probably the 1st of February, I just stopped taking the probiotic. And that was the wrong thing to do, because I haven't started back on it yet. I just keep telling myself, and because my skin cleared up, my headaches went away as soon as I quit taking it. And I think that's why I call it strep, because I had not gotten sick any this whole year.
That's a good note, because me too. I've gotten minor sick, but I know it's the Probio. Like,
right.
Really, I started it with my welcome pack.
Yeah.
And for over a year now, I've had like the sniffles for like a day. Like,
right.
It's a huge thing. A lot of people know that they're not as sick.
Yeah. So, and the kids, they have even brought things home, and I used to always catch the stomach virus or colds and stuff, never caught it. And I need to get back on the Probio, and I am. I ordered it today. I'm starting it today, because I caught strep, and I was like the death of me the last few days. And I want to thank you all so much for your prayers and thoughts. That was so sweet of you. I do feel so much better, but it really does. And it makes so much more sense when, it's just like, wow. I can't believe I haven't been sick in a year, and then I quit taking it and automatically get sick after being off of it for like 2 months. So, but that's basically the the die-off effects are just things, and depending on how bad your candida yeast, your die-off effects can be mild or they can be severe. But
yeah, and with the because it's dying off, you'll see some videos that they'll say that you need a loading dose. You need to start off big. Don't do that. Do not suggest them do that, because they're going to feel horrible, and they're going to think, I can't take this product.
Right.
Start them off really slow, especially kids, because it can cause an upset stomach. I started off mine with a half, and they both had an upset stomach. And that's just a half capsule. So start off slow, and suggest that your customers start off with one, and start with the one until they like a few days, 3 or 4 days, and if they're not noticing that they feel sick or anything like that, go ahead and up it to 2. But really, they don't need to take more than 2 until they feel like they aren't going to be horribly sick. And like Dodie said, everybody experiences die-off different. I broke out as well, and people will have clear skin, and they're like, oh my gosh, this product made me break out. It's because the candida for that specific person is coming out through their pores. So everybody's going to experience a different die-off. You can feel, our upline Angel felt like she had the flu. The headaches are big, really, with the die-off. If somebody's experiencing die-off, just tell them to back down. Even if they're only taking one, tell them to back down to half. Get it, slowly kill it off in the beginning, because you don't want them to feel terrible, and it's not a big rush. People actually are okay with that. They're like, I'll feel horrible for a week. I don't care. I just want this done.
Right.
But they're going to feel horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just sticking to it. Like, just stick to it. Like, don't stop. And, like I did, that was really wrong of me to do that. But, don't stop. Just keep pushing through it. I mean, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. So you can, all of this stuff on the probiotic, you can Google outside of Plexus. There's tons of beneficial information about probiotic in general. So you want to research probiotic, you want to research antifungal, because ours does include an antifungal. You want to research leaky gut, and you want to research candida yeast. There are billions of articles on all of that, and everybody can benefit from that. I guess that's it right now for the probio. So, Dodie, do you want to talk about our challenge a little bit?
Yes. I'm really excited about our challenge for May. And it's a little different than all our other challenges that we've done. This is actually going to be a group that you can decide if you want to be a part of or not. But it's an actual page that Cheryl and I are working on, and we will have it set up, and it's starting May 1st. So this gives you a little bit of time. We're going to share with you the details tonight. So this will give you time over the next 9 days or so to decide, we want you to think about it and pray about it and really decide if this is something that you really want to be committed to doing, because this is serious. This isn't something that we're just saying, you can do it or not. Like, if you're going to do it, we want you to be dedicated to doing this. So, but the challenge is called May in Motion, and we called it that because in order for anything to move or to change or to improve, it has to be in motion. So it has to be constantly moving. It can't just be sitting still comfortably. So that's when we call it May in Motion. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the description that Cheryl wrote up for us about it. And then you can decide over the next few days if it's something that you want to do. If it is, let Cheryl or myself know, and we will get you added. But you have to be added by May 1st, because that's the first day it starts, and it's for the whole entire month of May. So if you get in there by then, we're not adding anyone after May 1st. So
let me note really quick, do not feel like you have to do this. I'm serious.
Right.
It's no, like, there's no judgment. Even if you are a top leader in our team, that does not matter. You have to be committed, and don't feel like you have to do this, because it is going to be challenging. So please don't feel like you have to do this.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so what this challenge is, it's for us all, and Cheryl and I also are going to be doing this with you guys. It's for us all to really get our businesses growing in May and after May. But let's take time daily to motivate each other, build confidence in not only our products and businesses, but also ourselves. It is so important to believe in yourself and have confidence that you can achieve anything your heart desires. We have decided to put together a May in Motion challenge group. We want this group to be dedicated to really pushing each other and helping each other grow. In order to get something going, you must be in motion. This group will be a challenge type group. We will all work together to motivate and challenge each other. We will share challenges throughout the month that will give us all the extra push. There will be simple challenges such as creating a vision board. And then there will be challenges that will definitely take us out of our comfort zone and really challenge us to step out of our box. So as an example, we may ask you to go up to 3 strangers while you're out and about and give them your business card and ask you to take a picture of that person with your business card. So that may be one of the more difficult challenges. So we just wanted to give you an example of an easy and a kind of a harder challenge. let's see. We will be doing these challenges right there with you, and we will be pushing ourselves to do things that we may have never done before as well. Even if it is a challenge we have done before, we will be doing it again. This group is intended for those of you who are truly looking to do whatever it takes to make it to the top. We will only add people to the group who are committed, ready, and willing, and those who will interact and engage. The challenges will require proof so that we can all hold each other accountable. This group page was created by Cheryl and myself, but in order for this to work, it will be a team effort. We want you all to share what has worked for you and challenge us as well. We ask that you guys hold us accountable as well. So that just basically means that Cheryl and I will be pretty much hosting the challenge group, but we want you all involved. So if you have an idea that comes to mind or just something that works for you, we would love for you to share it on this page as well. This isn't going to be here's some challenges, hope it works for you type of group. It is going to be, here's your challenge, do the challenge, report back to us, and share a picture or documentation showing that you are on board. We want you to be at the top, we want to be at the top, and we are willing to do whatever it takes. We want you there with us. It will take a little discomfort and a few uncertainties, but in the end, you will know you did everything you could do. We aren't saying by the end of May you will be at the top, but we are saying that if you can challenge yourself and really step out of your comfort zone, you will be surprised at how easy it is to grow in this business. You don't have to have team members under you to join this group. This is a personal growth type group, and like I said, we want to have you in it by May 1st because that's the deadline. But this is really just to get you guys out of your comfort zones and really just to take your business to the next level. If you are fully dedicated, if you're on this call tonight, I mean, that tells us that you have what it takes to want to go to the top and really want to succeed in this business. You need to cause yourself a little discomfort. If you're sitting there and you're comfortable where you're at, we need to help you change that, because nothing is going to change in your business if you're just sitting there. And this is why Cheryl and I have decided that we want to create this challenge group, just so we can help you all. We want everyone on our team to succeed, but we know that if we create this challenge group, we'll be able to have a more personal, get more personal with you guys. We can create a more strategic plan to get you to your primary goal. You can say that you want to get to Emerald, but if we ask you, what does it take to get to Emerald, and you can't tell us, how many points you have to have, how many ambassadors you need on your team, then there's something that, you and I are not doing. We need to get together and we need to figure out, what you need to get to the next step and what you need to get to your biggest goal. So that's, really what this challenge is about. So, Cheryl, do you have anything you want to add?
Just that with the accountability,
right.
It is going to be something, we have such a big group right now, and being able to zone in on those specific ones that really, really want to go to the top and will do whatever it takes. And it's not going to take our focus away from the entire team. It's just going to be, let me zone in for a minute. Let me focus with these people. And if I see, oh, Dodie hasn't posted hers, I'm going to message her. I'm going to say, hey, Dodie, what's going on? Why are you not doing this? Is there a struggle? Do you need me to help you with this? Like, we're all going to be there. There are going to be times, I'm sure, that Dodie and I are going to struggle a little bit, even on the things that we want you guys to do. Dodie and I both are pretty shy and pretty quiet. And in this business, we really do have to step out. There's not somebody there that's going to find the customer for us and bring it to us, like you would in a normal type of business setting. But so there's going to be times that you guys might have to say, hey, Cheryl, I posted my video. Where's yours?
Yeah.
We all want to be accountable, and we all want somebody there to push us a little bit. Just like a gym partner, when you know somebody's there waiting for you at the gym, you better show up. And once you get to the gym, if they're running 15, you better run 15. you need to be right there with them. So that's what this is about. We just really want to kind of push you guys. If it's only me, Dodie, and one other, that's okay. Don't stress out that you don't feel like this is right for you. If it's not right for you right now, it's fine.
Yeah.
You want to make sure it's the right timing for you and your business. So
yeah, I mean, we would love for every single person to be on this page with us, but we also understand that that's not reality. Like, not every single one of you are going to be ready and willing. And this kind of takes me back to a challenge that I did last summer, and I have only been an ambassador maybe 3 or 4 months, and Tamara kind of did the same thing that Cheryl and I are doing, where she opened it up to everyone, and it was like a 60-day challenge. I think we got through 30 days of it, and I remember before I signed up for that, I kept having these doubts, like, I'm new at this, I don't really have, I don't think I can do this. I'm scared, like, what if she challenges me to do something that will get me out of my comfort zone, And I'm so thankful to her for doing that challenge, because I know that challenge is what built the foundation of my business. I had never done anything like this before. So those challenges, she gave such amazing challenges. She hit all areas. She hit the business, the products, Facebook. I mean, it was just awesome. And I did finish it. I did all 30 days. And I was proud of myself for that. And I wasn't completely satisfied with every single challenge I did, because there were some that maybe I didn't give my all, or maybe I did give my all, but I wasn't happy with the results I got. But in the end, I think it really is what has really built the foundation for my business. It was an awesome challenge. So, I just want to let you guys think about that. And if you just have any, if you really think that you want to do this, then I think you should do it.
Yeah. Agree. So we have the page created. Just send us a private message. We'll share the document that she read off as well on our group page. If you think somebody on your team would be great for it, they're not hearing this, let them know about it. But again, it's no pressure. Even if you have downline that signs up for it and you don't, you've got to be in the right mindset, and you've got to be able to do this. Everybody's business grows at different rates. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it on that. So we do want to open up for questions. If you have questions on the ProBio, the challenge, or the business, or anything in general, you can unmute yourself. We have about 5 minutes left right now.
Hey, Cheryl. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I don't have a voice. When is a lot of people taking the ProBio?
A lot of people take it at night. It makes them tired. The bottles suggest either at bedtime or your last meal of the day. But yeah, most take it at night. I think it helps when I think it absorbs better on an empty stomach for a couple hours.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to clarify that. Okay.
Next week we'll talk about the bio cleanse as well, and then we'll talk about why the triplex works so well together.
That you brought that up. A lot of people I know, I've had a lot of people ask me about taking them together. Me personally, I don't take mine together because to me it cancels out. The bio cleanse to me, I think, is going to cancel out the ProBio. So I do not take it together. Have y'all heard anything like that? Or
we've heard both. Lori Harrison suggests that you take them together. I don't know her reasoning. She just says that she suggests everyone take them together at night before bed.
Okay.
But there is information about how it cleanses bacteria with the cleanse. You're inputting bacteria with a ProBio, so is it truly absorbing? We don't really know. The bottles suggest the cleanse throughout the day, the ProBio at night. So everybody's going to be different. I was taking mine together. This week, maybe last week, is when I started splitting them up. And actually, I can tell a difference from splitting them up and taking my cleanse during the day. So.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and unmute everyone because I do know a few people struggle to unmute themselves. Amanda, I see you've unmuted yourself. Did you have a question? Yeah. If you do, I can't hear you. All right, I'm going to unmute everyone. So beware, you are going to be unmuted, but you can mute yourself. All right, everyone has questions. You can go ahead and